everyone, it's Robin, R Styling Crafts, and welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to talk about the iLabel printer and about the Betckey labels and a variety of other things. So basically I want to talk about their website. I want to thank Betckey so much for sponsoring this video, and a huge thank you to you guys when you support my channel by watching these sponsored videos and by clicking through the link and checking out their website. Now, I know we're past Christmas, but there are still some deals to be had on their website. I'm going to show that to you in just a moment. They were offering an extra 40% off of a thermal printer with the discount code NEW40, that's NEW40. We'll have to double check to make sure that code is still working. And they also have a deal going on that if you buy over $800 in labels, you're going to get a free printer. Now, I don't know, you and I might not buy $800 in labels, but maybe you have a company or work for a company that would be interested in something like that. So let me show you how this came packaged, even though it's already out of the box. You know me, I love nice little compact things. So the printer and all of its cords were right in this box, and there was a couple of labels to try out. Everything was right in here. And there was a little separate side to put all the cords. So if you're the type of person that likes to put things back in the box, this is a nice little compact box to store everything in. I love that little blue touch to it. It's just something a little extra to have on there. There is all of the information about this thermal label printer. They also sent me some labels to go with it, because what is the fun of a label printer if you don't also receive some labels? I received 2 of these rolls where it came all packaged like this. I've already opened up one so I can actually play with it. But these come in a black plastic covering like this. It protects the label so that the sun doesn't hit it. So it's a really good idea when you have thermal labels and stuff like that, is to store things out of direct sunlight. As quilters, we're already used to storing things out of direct sunlight, so that's not a problem. So I have my backup roll for when I'm ready for it, and then I have the roll that I'm already using. I did pull some labels off of this original roll that I'm working with, because to be totally honest, I did have to go up to Best Buy and have the Geek Squad help me out. I'm really new to the Mac world. I've only had this for a few months, and I've only used it at the basic level so far. So I did need a little bit of help on getting this all installed and ready. With this whole USB-C changing in of everything like that, I did have to go and purchase an adapter for it to work with my Mac. But no worries, because it works perfectly with my phone as a Bluetooth printer. So unless you're working with a MacBook, maybe you already know how to do all these things, but I did not know. So it's easier for me to go up and let someone help me through it instead of trying to spend hours working through it myself and still ending up having to go get help. One of the things that did come with the box is the instruction manual, which is always helpful. Now, this sends you to a website to download all of the data stuff that you need. See, I told you I don't know these things, to get all the information to get it to work on the Mac, but it's actually on a flash drive that they include. So that was very helpful, and it made it much easier for the Geek Squad to just connect to everything. And once she knew that the information was on here, it went really quick. If you've been here with me for a while, you know that I tend to struggle with technology, and I usually find the long way around, where most of the time for you guys it'll be quick and easy. So the iLabel printer, that's the actual name of the printer, like an HP printer, but this is an iLabel, so that's your brand name of the printer. It is compatible with all of the Betckey thermal type labels, except for the Brothers series. What's really fun about this printer, do you remember that little palm-sized one, the pocket printer that I showed you guys a little while ago? That was great for doing little labels. But this printer can do the little 1-inch label, which I say is very rare, because most of these printers don't go to that small of a label, but you can do that on this label. And the one I have in there right now is a 4x6 label. And you want to see a neat little way that I know it's a 4x6 label? When you look on the back, it tells you. Now, you and I were quilters. We would just pull out our little rulers and we would measure it, but we don't have to because it says it right on there. This printer has 60 commonly used Betckey label sizes preloaded, and it also supports custom label printing. So when I went and put the app on my phone and I put the app on my Mac, I could go through and just scroll through and it already knew the labels that I would have in there, or I can go ahead and adjust by a custom label. Betckey is a leading supplier for compatible direct thermal labels. They are committed to providing global customers with the best quality products, competitive price, and outstanding service. I love a good customer service because, again, I'm the problem child. I always need to have customer service to help me out with something. Their store has been on Amazon for over 10 years, ranking first in the United States, Canada, and Western Europe with 100% positive rating. That's just crazy. They also have a website, Betckey.com, which is ranked first in the world in labels. So let me go ahead and pop in a little video I did here on their actual website, because there's so many different things you can find on the website. Even if you don't have a printer, like this little thermal printer, there are things you can purchase on the website. And if you check down in the description box and the pinned comment, you'll find a link to their website and any information about discount codes. Now the link is an affiliate link, so if you go there, it's going to show the company that you're supporting me. Even if you don't purchase anything, just kind of pop over and see what they have. You might be surprised because of the variety of things that they do have. Even if you don't have a printer, they have different labels that you can use there on a standard printer, and they also have some shipping supplies. Let's go ahead and take a look at what their website offers. Now, right off, we go right to the hot sale. I always love going to the hot sale to see what they have to offer. So they have their printer labels in so many different sizes and designs. There's something for everybody. You guys know I'm really beginning at all of this stuff, but there's just so many things. And when you go and you look at each of them, some of them are just for white labels, but there are a lot that I'll show you in a minute that have different colors of labels. So depending on whether you're doing something for a filing cabinet and you just want to have little barcodes, if you're putting something like a name badge is what that says there. So this one has a return address. This one is for postage. There's just a little bit of everything. They also have sticker paper. So if you want to make stickers like I do, you can purchase sticker paper. Just going to go through your regular printer. You don't even have to have one of the little printers. You can go ahead and just get some fun sticker paper. You got barcode labels, shipping labels. You have the half sheet labels. This is what I use for my fabric postcards. You can also go to the poly bags. That's the ones that I ship my items in. So they have the cellophane, clear, oh, that's a cello. Clear cello packing bags. We can do this, right? So if you need to put some, if you're doing like the vinyl printing on shirts and stuff, or you just want to send clothes, you want to make sure that they stay secure. Now I know it's a bit controversial, but I like to use these for packing my products because I want to make sure that not if the post office does something accidentally, but when my package ends up out in the rain, or if somehow it gets wet somewheres, that it's going to be extra protected by putting it into a clear bag. So you saw there were some food grade ones and there's some clothing ones, and you can also get bubble mailers. So if you're looking to protect your products when you're mailing them out, you can have your bubble mailers. So here's our basic poly mailers. Now this is where the fun ones are in. So with the poly mailers, you can get them in all different designs. We've got a pink thank you. We've got the blue stars with the leaves, the flowers, the plaid. There's just a variety of mailers that you can get. It's nice when they already say thank you on it, so you don't have to print an extra sticker or anything to put on your mailer because it already says thank you. Okay, so here we have some mailing labels and we found the colors. So you can go ahead and get the different address labels and you can have them printed on a color. So the thermal printer prints in a dark gray black printing. It doesn't print in color because it's doing the thermal. So you go ahead and you choose the different colors of your labels, and then you just go ahead and print on it. So you can put stickers. I can put my flamingos right on top of these and have them in different colors. So there's some of the larger ones, and you're just going to order them based on the size you need. So whether you have your label 1 1/4 by 1 or 3 by 1 1/2, you can choose the different sizes based on your needs and then choose a fun color. So you are going to need to download the Label Expert from the app shop. So this is what it looks like on my iPhone. So when we go right into here, you can see that I was playing around a little bit and I'm just so surprised. I created a QR code for my Etsy shop. I thought that was the greatest thing, that you can put QR codes. Now, I have been watching a lot of the sticker YouTubers and the small businesses, and they're putting their QR codes. It just makes it so much easier for the customer if you can have something that has a QR code on it already. So you can print it out on a label. Now I'm going to print this one out on a 4x6 shipping label. I asked for this size because I want to use it in my Etsy shop so that when I print out labels, when you guys are so kind to come and purchase from my shop, I can put the shipping address and everything right on there. Now I can't actually print that out from my Etsy shop because then you're going to see everyone's address. Just so you know, that's the purpose for me. That's my main reason for choosing this printer with the labels like this, so that I can print shipping labels. But you can make little stickers to go on maybe a thank you card that you insert into your packages, and you can put your QR code on it so that people can find your shop. They can find your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Facebook, wherever you happen to be. So I think that's a great idea. Even if you don't have a shop, maybe you're selling in person at a market, it's really nice to have those things. So I have my QR code here, and before I print it out, I want to show you something that I think is really great. Now this opens up real easy. You just press a little button on the side and it opens right up to put the labels in. A lot of times when I see the different printers, it spits out the first label and it becomes a waste of that label. So if you have this label already going out like this, and when you close it, it puts the label right there from the beginning. It doesn't spit it all the way out so that the second label is the label you're going to print on. So much easier, so much less waste, and you're wasting money along with everything else. So I did a little bit of a Googling to figure out how to make my QR code, and then it was really easy to put here into the app. Now remember, this is going to print out a little bit large. I did not scale it down for a smaller sticker. I wanted it to go ahead and fill up most of the space. So once I do all of the fancy stuff and then I just hit print, and look at that, it prints right out. Now we can just tear it right off. Now if you were to aim your phone at that right now, that's why I wanted to make a real QR code and not a fake one. This one would take you directly to my Etsy shop. So if you've never used a QR code, you bring up the camera on your app so you're in the photo section, and when you put the QR code, it says right there, open in Chrome. And for me, I'm using Chrome as my search engine, whatever, you guys know, right? So you press that and it'll bring it right up, and it takes you right to my Etsy shop, which at the moment is still taking a short break. It'll open up after the first of the year. So I think that's the greatest thing. Maybe you want to have something for the grandkids or the kids and cousins and nephews. Maybe you want to have it go to a specific private YouTube video or something like that. You don't have to be a business owner to create a QR code, and you don't have to be a business owner to have a fun printer. I was playing a little bit just to see how I could do things. You can use something like Canva or Photoshop to create stickers, but I just went onto a website and I just went for a free clip art thing. So these are non-colored stickers. Now, do you remember seeing over on the website, they have different colors of the label that you can print out. So maybe you're doing a fall theme, you can have them all on that same color, but you can kind of make your own sticker coloring book this way. So I printed mine out in black and white, so it's just the outline. And as you can see, I didn't play with sizing it and stuff. I just was working on how to get it from the internet onto a sticker like this. So then you can have yourself or the kids or anyone, and they can color them in with Sharpies or crayons or anything that would color on this piece of paper. And then you can create stickers for them. I thought that was a really fun idea. Just be careful because some of the labels are permanent and they don't just peel up. So depending on what you're using, if you're just using a regular label like this is meant to go on the outside of a shipping package, and it ensures that it sticks to the package and doesn't peel off because we don't want any lost mail. Sometimes the post office has enough of hard work to get it from point A to point B without having to worry about a smudged label or a label that's peeled off at all. So that's one of the things with the thermal printer. The label is going to stay on there. The label itself is going to stay to your package, and you don't have to worry about those things. So even with the small amount of time that I've played with this printer, I really enjoy it. Check back with me in a few weeks or a couple months once the shop is up and going again. I'm just really looking forward to having the labels, the shipping labels, come out instead of having to constantly go to the laptop. Okay, we're going to print this one label and it prints out. Okay, now we got to go back and print the next label and it's going to print out. I want it to be able to just come out, whether it's 2 labels or 12 labels. It'd be really nice to see it come just rolling out of the printer like that. I love how small and compact it is. I can go ahead and take the labels out, close this all up. I can put it back in the box, or I can create its own little case. I can get a plastic bin so that I can store the labels in it, and everything will be kept in one place. So when I need it, I can pull it out, and when I'm done, I can put it back away. So don't forget, if you use the exclusive discount code NEW40, for the printer, you're going to save 40% off, or if you purchase more than $800 in labels, then you're going to get a free printer. You can also get that 15% off of thermal labels when you use the exclusive discount code LABELS15. Buy more, save more, right? So it's got that great little tear off here. I've watched other shops when they're trying to do things, and some of the printers, they have to actually cut the labels off. They don't tear that easily. Even if it's not in the printer, it tears off real easy once you get it started, and then it just tears right off, no problem. Now, I know this is just one of those random things, and we don't always think about it until it happens, but this is on a cardboard, a firm cardboard tube in the center. The last label that's on this roll is not glued to the tube. So you're going to be able to use the first label, and you're going to be able to use the last label as it goes through your printer. As you can see, these are not connected to this, so as it's going through, it'll come off of that cardboard tube in the center, and the very last label will be able to be printed on. So the little printer is 7.3 inches by 3.2 inches by 2.5 inches, and it only weighs 1.1 pounds. So that's really great, because sometimes I just have to move my big printer around the room, and it's not easy. It's big, it's bulky, it can be a little bit heavy some days. So it's nice to just have a small label. You can go ahead and put this in your tote bag and take it with you when you're going to craft nights. If there's for some reason you need to print different things off, you can, like I said, create your stickers. You can create, I don't know, because I haven't used it yet, but there's just so many things. Your creativity is your only limit. Now, for the little extra bits, I know some of you love technology and want to hear the extra bits. It's equipped with an upgraded premium Japanese thermal head and a 203 DPI. It allows you to print clear and easy to scan content at 100 mm/s or 70 sheets of 4x6 labels per minute. Okay, who wants to put 70 orders into my shop so I can see if I can print out 70 labels in a minute? This printer can print out 500,000 shipping labels. That's just crazy. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I'll give you the scrappy word of QR code. Have you ever made your own QR code? Did you know that you can make a QR code quilt? Maybe that's something we should look into this year. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Check down below in the description box in the pinned comment. Make sure you go over and check out what's going on over on their website. You might find something you like. Bye.